User alert. God damn. 3 seconds. I've been here 3 seconds. I'm not doing it. We're not doing this. We're not starting with this kind of energy. No. I'm not starting and immediately having somebody say user alert straight away. Oh, okay. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. Remember when you could just slap some Omni Gel on everything? I hate this. I'm not having a good time. I'm just straight up not enjoying this entire experience. Good evening to all of you. Can I just say something about Mass Effect 3 straight away? I really dislike plots that get pushed along because people involved in them are idiots. For example, I'm not a big fan of rom-com films that could be solved with a one conversation, where the characters just, you know, have a chat. Just talk to each other. I'm not a big fan of military films where one commander's like, you will just trust me and do what I tell you, and the soldiers are like, we don't trust you, you're working for the enemy, and the military commander's like, no, you'll just do what I tell you, and it turns out he was a good guy all along, but he just couldn't explain that, because you have to have dramatic tension where... So, contrived is a great thing. You've put that in the chat. That's spot on. One of the problems that I have is I do not mind plots that are advanced because someone clever is versus someone clever and one person does a clever thing. What I'm not a fan of is when you have clever people do idiotic things that are against their best interests, that don't work, which causes unnatural drama. It's a contrived plot and I'm not a fan of it. Horror movies or people not thinking straight. Do you want to know what the best line in any horror movie is? If you've seen the film Event Horizon, you already know what the best line in any horror movie is. And when that line happened, I instantly knew we're in for a good film. We're in for a film with competent characters, with smart people. The line in that film is, we're leaving. I don't know if any of you have seen the film, but basically it's as soon as Miller has just finished watching the video of the ship going to hell, and he sees all those horrific images, and then he just turns it off and just goes, we're leaving. And I think the follow-up is, the doctor says, Miller, where are you going? And I think the exact line is, I will take the Lewis and Clark to a safe distance and then launch TAC missiles at this ship until it is obliterated. Fuck this ship. And I just thought that, I'm on board straight away. That character, he's got his head screwed on. He's thinking straight. I want to follow that guy. And the plot carried on because it was a very evil thing versus very competent people. How does this relate back to Mass Effect 3? Mass Effect 1, no one knew what the Reapers were. Nobody believed Shepard because nobody had seen the Reapers, and I can understand why the Council might not necessarily want to help us. Also, is it just me, but in Mass Effect 1, did one Reaper feel terrifying? Like, Sovereign was genuinely scary. Like, you knew how incredibly powerful this thing was. And then, in Mass Effect 2, we'd lost the Normandy, we'd lost the ship, we'd been rebuilt by Cerberus, nobody trusted us because they didn't know where our loyalties lie, and people were kind of apprehensive to work with us, so we built up a ragtag team, that kind of thing. It was a looming threat. That's a great way of putting it, right? Now, Mass Effect 3, everyone knows the Reapers are real. There's literally a Reaper right there. It's not that scary because it hasn't yet destroyed the planet and it's here. We seem to have a relatively decent defense. Despite the fact that Earth is being straight up destroyed, nobody on the Council seems to care, and they're all like, that's fine, we'll just do our own thing. Basically, I don't like it when what is supposed to be a serious plot seems to be pushed along by people in positions of power being abject idiots. I'm not a fan of that. I don't like it. It's one of the reasons why I freaking love Star Trek. The old Star Trek The Next Generation. Star Trek The Next Generation was a crew of people being smart, working together, and overcoming actual difficult challenges. That was what I liked that. That was good. You know, when you saw that, there was even a great scene in Star Trek where Worf questions Data while he is effectively in the captain's position, and Data has to pull Worf into the little captain's room and basically say, look, you are welcome to voice your concerns, but you do not do it in a disrespectful way, and you do not do it in front of the rest of the crew, because that is going to cause some dissension. And Worf actually says, I understand, thank you for having this chat with me, Captain. And then they go back and they work like a goddamn team, and it's great! It's brilliant! I'm like, that is how this should work! Love The Next Generation. Mass Effect 3 feels like the entire council is a bunch of idiots and nobody is doing anything to help anyone else. It feels like I am the only competent person left in the frickin' universe. Remember, right now, look, okay, what are we doing? Journal. Primarch Fedorian of the Turian hierarchy has called a war summit that presents an opportunity for the Alliance to request help building the Crucible. That was the super weapon we found that's going to take down the Reapers. Fedorian was caught in the Reaper attack on Palaven. Rescue the Turian Primarch from Palaven's moon. Okay, we can go and do that, but it seems a little bit contrived that we're again having to convince the entire universe that maybe we should work together against these massive destructy things. Okay, yeah, cool, that's my rant over. Rustich, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. It does feel like a climate change metaphor. I have no knowledge of Mass Effect. Yeah, it's... Okay, let's sum Mass Effect up for Rustich, who doesn't know what's going on here. Can somebody help me with summing Mass... Okay. Billions and billions and billions of years ago, these things here, that we know as the Reapers, were built. The Reapers built some futuristic sci-fi stations called Mass Effect Relays, which allow any species that has interstellar travel, when they find them, it shoots them through space at an incredible speed. It allows faster than light travel. And all of those relays pretty much point toward a place called the Citadel. And the Citadel is like a big space station. So everyone just happens to find this Citadel just kind of sitting in the middle of space, and they're like, that's convenient, we're all going to move in here. And then, every 50,000 years, the Reapers harvest everyone. So, the Reapers harvest all of the organic matter they can possibly find, everything stops, everything dies, and then it starts again. So, 50,000 years ago, the Reapers harvested everyone. They were harvesting a group of people called the Protheans, and the Protheans apparently built a weapon that is powerful enough to stop the Reapers, but they were never able to build it. Now, of course, it's 50,000 years on, the Reapers are in the middle of their current harvest, and we need to try and stop them. The thing is, the Reapers, these ships there, are just insanely powerful, reality-destroying machines. So yeah, we now need to go and try and find it. But the alien race, the Turians, should be helping us, but they aren't, and I need to know where to go to find the commanding officer to be like, yo, you need to help me, because if you don't, we're all gonna die. Just straight up. Straight up, all of us. And the Turian commander's meant to be around here somewhere. It's a sci-fi action game. You'll understand what's going on. Yeah, the planet's literally on fire. You'd let them eat you. That's fine. You can do that. Weapon unlocked. The scimitar. I'll be good. And an assault rifle mod. They're not helping because they're busy dying. That's the problem. Everyone is so busy dying that I can't find anyone to help me. I don't... Has anyone in chat played this game? Is it just me, or is this bit a bit boring? I just feel this is a bit boring. I think what it is Mass Effect has gone from being an RPG with choice to an action game.
All humans say, like fish in a barrel.
I'm not feeling this. I'm gonna play it and finish it because I'm the only competent person left in the bloody universe and someone has to save the world. But in general, I really do feel that
They're on top of us.
they don't understand what Mass Effect 1 was. 1 was great. Come on, Jimothy, you've got one job. Yeah, 1 was really good. I liked 1. Is he just going to stand there? Okay, cool. We've just got a husk behind me just hanging out. This is great. It's going to hang out for a bit. Your tangents are interesting, but it's no wonder you criticize the games when you aren't really paying attention to them. Right, the truth is, Vanja, I'll be honest with you. Streaming a game is the worst way for me to enjoy it. Because I'm not paying attention to the game. If I want to pay attention to the game and experience the game and critique the game, I need to give 100% of my attention to the game. If I want to give 100% of my attention to the game, I can't give it to you. I'm over Mass Effect. I'm irritated that everyone in Mass Effect is an idiot and I have to save the universe again. I'm irritated they took my ship away from me. a game. But when you stream, you have to just divide your attention between the game and the audience. You guys. Talking, chatting. I could probably play the game much better and probably enjoy it much more, but I would be sacrificing your entertainment. And if I'm going to do that, why would I bother streaming at all? Interesting set pieces and brilliant character moments, but they're broken up by endless shooting. To me, the fun of Mass Effect was attempting to set something up before it happened. And now it's just like a lot of shooting. The shooting here is better, to be fair. I did message people in the Discord saying, look, we can either spend the next 2 weeks finishing Mass Effect 3, or I can play Elden Ring, one of the two. And everyone said play Mass Effect 3. So, hey, can't go against them, can we? This is just a shooting gallery.